In the spirit of reconciliation, Deaf Connect acknowledges the traditional custodians of country throughout Australia and their connections to land, sea and community. We pay our respects to their elders past and present and extend that respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples today. 5 children individually sit in front of a screen, signing as they address the camera. Text, what is your dream job?
I want to be a climate scientist.
I want to be a pilot.
I could research climate change in the future.
I still can do things that people without hearing aids can do.
We know deaf people can do things, but people always ask them if they can do stuff just because they can't hear. But that's silly. We have so many cool gadgets now, so these should be used. Deaf and hearing people are equals. Deaf people can do anything.
An aerial view of the outback, then of Melbourne.
Welcome to the Signs of Success series, where we embark on a journey across Australia, unveiling the stories of deaf and hard of hearing individuals in diverse workplaces. This series showcases how inclusive practices and supportive leadership from their managers empower them to pursue fulfilling careers. In this episode, we meet Kristen and Katrina from Deaf Connect, Australia's largest whole-of-life service provider and social impact organisation for deaf and hard of hearing individuals. With a deep-rooted history in the deaf community, the organisation illustrates the profound impact of career development when individuals receive the encouragement and support they need to succeed.
Text, signs of success. Deaf Connect. Leaves blow along a busy street. Cars stream past 2 brick buildings. A sign at the entrance. Deaf Connect, serving our community. Sharing our culture. Kristen Mason, General Manager, Therapy and Family Services.
Hi, I'm Kristen.
Katrina Lancaster-Maggs, General Manager, Support Work Services.
Hello, I'm Katrina.
Kristen signs to camera.
I previously worked for Deaf Can Do based in South Australia, and it was a small organisation. There wasn't an abundance of opportunities, which did limit my potential for growth. When we merged with Deaf Connect, the organisation became national, which meant increased opportunities.
In the office, Katrina signs to a colleague.
We had a look at the structure of the team for one-on-one support and knew that it needed to grow for a 3rd time, incorporating Queensland, New South Wales, and now South Australia. We needed a manager that could look after the team leaders and the service coordinators for participants seeking support work services. We informed our 3 team leaders of the newly created opportunity and encouraged them to apply. I encouraged all 3 of the team leaders equally to apply if they were interested in the role. And naturally, Katrina applied.
At that point, I'd been working in the field for 15 years. And as I said, opportunities had been limited, which resulted in some sidesteps in my career. So when I finally reached that point, it was like I'd finally received recognition for all the work that I'd done. Grabbing opportunities where I could, learning whatever I could, networking wherever I could, and finally landed that manager role.
Katrina.
Transitioning to the manager role was really smooth. It was a newly created position, which meant we were learning together. We had to work together, communicate regularly, work out what the scope of the position was and who was responsible for what. That wouldn't have happened without such clear and effective communication. That is such an important part of a good working relationship, along with accepting responsibility and professional integrity.
Collaborating with Katrina has been seamless and effortless. We've been transparent in sharing information, have regular communication, and are open to learning together. I'd been the general manager for the one-on-one support team for 8 years nearly 9 years. And I recognized that I felt the team needed a change. Everything had been smooth sailing, but it was more about what else I would be able to contribute to it in the future. So I got talking to some of my colleagues and told them I felt it was time for me to move on, but wasn't sure to what or where. One of those colleagues alerted me to an opportunity in therapy and family services that had come up. I considered this for a while, maybe 2 weeks, and finally decided that yes, I would go ahead and apply. I went through 2 rounds of interviews and have to admit, I was quite nervous. I wasn't entirely sure if I was the right fit or if this was the right opportunity for me. However, I was successful and secured the role.
When Kristen moved across to her new team, her job became available. I had some uncertainty as whether I would be capable or not, because I'd been used to such a slow career progression. I was unsure if I could progress so soon, but I thought, why not? I left it until the last minute, but I finally decided to apply.
I remember she was very nervous. She was apprehensive about the potential outcome if she did not succeed in securing the role. I told her she should absolutely try. It was worth trying to seize the opportunity.
I felt confident about applying because of the support from people I worked with. That included Kristen and my current manager. They were all so supportive and encouraging.
Kristen and Katrina sit side by side.
It's so important for managers to invest in their deaf staff. They may have a wealth of skills, knowledge and experience, but gaps in a few key areas. This may be due to a lack of accessible education or information sources that lead to those individuals not progressing in their careers as quickly as their colleagues, which should not happen. Managers should commit to trying to fill those gaps with some additional training, coaching or prompting, which will set them up for success.
Managers with deaf staff members can promote inclusion by providing comprehensive information, ensuring they're kept informed about events within the organization, and offering detailed updates to keep them fully in the loop.
That's so important because often deaf employees miss out on those water cooler conversations and feel that they're out of the loop, disconnected, and undervalued in the workplace.
Throughout my career journey, especially in recent years, I've come to realize that it's okay to be human. Authentic, emotional, and open. It's important to ask for support, share your concerns, and express your thoughts with colleagues. They are there to support you, and many genuinely want to see you succeed. This is something I've particularly recognized recently.
A lot of people are unsure about asking for help. They think if they ask for help, people will think they're stupid or they don't know because they're deaf, which simply isn't the case. It's not about being deaf, it's really about personal development. What I've learned as a deaf person throughout my career is that if I feel that I need support and need that access, it's okay to ask. I'm the only person who decides what's best for me and my situation. Snap.
Credits. Produced by Deaf Connect. Featuring Kristen Mason, Katrina Lancaster Maggs. Director, Sam Martin. First Assistant, Rebecca Ward. Executive Producer, Rachel Lai. Producers, Rebecca Ward, Rachel Lai, Trina Wilson, Sam Martin. Script Consultants, Sophia Golan, AP Pobjoy, Felicity Blake. Director of Photography, James Gilligan. Camera Operator, Joe Cameron. Sound Recordists, Josh Brennan, Jai Cork. Intro Editor, Adrian Horseman. Colorist, Amadea Hare. Sound Design and Mix, Adrian Horseman. Titles Designer, Michael Repich. Narrator, Amadea Hare. Special thanks to the support of Deaf Connect who made this episode possible. A special thanks also goes to the families who participated in this series and to all the children who were so willing to share their thoughts and their dreams for the future. The team at Deaf Connect who made this series possible: Vanessa Alford, Karen Armstrong, Ian Harvey Russ, Rachel Lai, Sam Martin, Sarah McNeese, River McQuitty, Brent Phillips and Trina Wilson. Funded by the Australian Government Department of Social Services. Copyright 2024 Deaf Connect. All rights reserved.